If you have been going through difficult times, it is time to think outside of the box to find the solution. This is also a reminder to avoid negatively creating yourself. Okay, negatively creating yourself. If you if you have let creative projects lapse, it may be time to pick them back up again. What you need to know lies in the details. Pay attention to the sub cues in someone's behavior, expressions, and general demeanor, especially when words appear unclear or misleading. Hey, rebels. Okay, so we have here a whole bunch of toxic shit. Now, it says love is calling, but it's toxic, and Spirit wants you to have faith in this message and whatever comes out because it's in the details, all right? So, let's go ahead and pull some vampire tarot and see what this energy vampire is up to in your energy. So, we have the Star. Okay. All right. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. All right. And then at the bottom, we have death. Okay. So this person, this energetic vampire, they're up to the obvious, right? But Spirit said it's in the details of how they have been mistreating you. They have been trying to string you along. And so they can have you in an anxious anxiety place. So if you've been feeling very anxious, if you've been having nightmares, if you within during your days you're feeling extremely anxious and worried, do know that this energy is coming from this person. They want you to be in a place where you are unsure of yourself going forward, that you are no longer able to trust that anyone can love you, that anyone can care, that anyone will be investing in you with well intentions. They want you to, I'm hearing they want to extract. Not sure it's not coming out right. They want to extract energy from you. And so you see them as your everything, your all. Now, what I recently learned about abuse is why do we keep on going back to the same type of person? What I recently learned about abuse is that, let's say you have someone who treated you wrong. The next person who you deal with, if you do not research yourself and if you do not heal those parts of yourself, that next person who you deal with, yes, they are going to remind you of your interests, but they are also going to remind you of the previous people who have mentally mindscaped you. What is that? They have mentally manipulated you and who have abused you. And there's something dysregulated within your system that has created you due to your family dynamic, due to relationships that you've had, or just overall that same old storyline of how others have treated you and how others have discarded you. That can only be fulfilled by the energies that have done that to you. I hope that that made sense. So Spirit really wants you to get into a place where you are self-sufficient in the energy of trusting yourself and dealing with yourself and having a low tolerance, a no tolerance for bullshit. Spirit says stop giving people chances, even if they just entered your life. Stop I really wanted to say refuse, but Spirit said no, stop. Stop giving other people chances because you feel that it hasn't happened for so long, that y'all only been dealing with each other, let's say for 3 months. And, the Spirit said that 3 months is even still too long. So be willing to cut off energies that does this to you, where they want you to be very trusting and dependent on them. Um, what they do is they romanticize the future that has yet to show up in the present, even things that you know that they are capable of flowering you with. They tend to put a timeline on things, and it's not that they are testing you to see if you are worthy. They are actually testing you to see how long you are willing to stick on standby and wait to pass their test, which is actually a manipulative tactic and platform of theirs. They want you to nurture their mentality of themselves by having you let them know how important they are based upon how long you are willing to stick around and wait. And simple, Spirit said it's as simply put as that. All right, let's split the deck. Mirroring each other's self-reflection. Now, in the sense of this mirroring, Spirit says that you have been looking at mirroring very wrong. When you look in the mirror, you are actually looking at yourself from a opposite framework. So your left side is really on your right and your right side is really on your left. Okay? So Spirit said the way that you're looking at mirroring, you need to reevaluate how you look at how others are mirroring you. Because what's on your right side, which is actually their left, and you feel that you two are in alignment of, and that they're the teacher, you're the student, they're the teacher. Spirit is saying when that moment when that anxious energy comes up of what is going to happen next, did I do well enough? Did they take me for what it is that I put out there that I wanted them to receive me as? Spirit said those are the points that you need to learn how to walk away. Because this other person, just as well as you feel that you read energy, they read energies of desperation so much better than you. They read energies of excitement, and they run off on that. Okay, all right. Kipper, as you want to say something, splitting the deck. Yep. Then we just speak about your opposites, right? So when you feel that you're in your north, and you look at them and you feel that they're in their north, they're really in their south. And this is whoever this message is resonating with for you, whoever is most current in your life that you are seeking tarot and oracle readings to try to understand what's happening on their end. Whenever you're in your south, notice how quickly they go to their north as if you're the problem. Say split the deck again. Okay. Your divinity is at risk. The Spirit says stop playing these games with these people. Wanted to call it something else, but here in the human world, we know certain things that are said in the spirit world, how questionable or how attacking or how disrespectful they can be. They really wanted me to call them something. Let's just call it a flying monkey. All right. So Spirit is wanting you to know that you are putting your divinity at risk the more and more you engage with whomever this person or these people are. Spirit said, trust yourself. You are not missing out on anything. You are not missing out on anything. You sticking around, you sticking with them is actually what's going to cause you to miss out on everything that is yours and rightful within your abundance. All right, we're splitting the deck over here. Honey, the devil is here. Welcome. In the devil. We're going to split the deck again. Okay. Yep, we're going to split the deck again and put that right there. All right. So, Spirit said you already know these tactics. You already know these games. You already know, even if this is not a familiar exercise. Wow. Even if this isn't a familiar exercise of relatability that you are in with whomever this person or these people are. Yeah, Spirit. Ooh, baby. Spirit said that this is going to give you a new form of mental clarity if you do so stick around. And say, you already know. So you made it this far in this message, you already know. Because you're waiting to hear something that you didn't already know. And Spirit is saying, you already know. Okay, splitting the deck right there because I saw it peeking. In your dreams, yes, this is going to be an attack on you being able to see yourself and the images and understanding the images within your own dreams of what you perceive to be able to manifest within your own reality. So this is further detailing how you will be affecting your own divinity if you do stick around and try to figure out what the plot is. Spirit said they're not going to give you the answers that you want. Because based off of the questions that you ask, they're going to know how to respond to detour you from the facts of life and reality. All right, it says self-confidence to create. Resulting from the impressiveness. Oh, yeah, yeah, and this is Leo. So this is a very arrogant person. They're all about what things look like. They're all about making sure that they have a soft place to land. And that soft place to land is going to wind up being you. Although for you and your experience, you're not going to seem so soft and so willing to cuddle, and you're not going to be in a space of being secure within yourself. So therefore you're going to be reaching out for this person due to the concepts of your insecurities. Okay, no judgment, no judgment. It says message for a rabbit. Okay, message for a rabbit. So usually we look at the rabbit and it's like, follow that white rabbit, it's taking us someplace. No, it's, honey, you are the rabbit. You are the message. You are the message to yourself. How is it that you want to live your life? It's definitely time to get up and go. So as always, entertainment purposes, educational purposes, use your own discernment. And Spirit is saying, quotations, use your own discernment. Don't wait for this person to agree with you on why you need to depart. Don't wait for this person to tell you that they're up to what your intuition has already been showing you and revealing to you. Trust your body. Trust yourself. All right, now we're going to take this, and it says, Blue Moon. You saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So no woo, woo, woo in yourself. Woo, 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 woo. No woo, woo, woo in yourself. Okay, it says, you are about to get a rare chance. Something extraordinary is coming your way. This opportunity does not come around too often. Grab hold of it and you will be happy you did. So Spirit really wants you to know right now it's the best time to bow out and just call it quits. And this does not mean that you're a quitter. And they may even try to gaslight you if you are to have a conversation with them and warn them of what your next moves are being considered to be. They may gaslight you just to keep you around, and just because they're saying what sounds to be the right thing, listen to your body. Your body is telling you that it's wrong. And heads up and a warning as well. Yes, they are going to be seeming like they're treating the next person better than they treated you. Do not be resentful in regards to that. Spirit says spring forward. Just keep moving forward, because you don't know what's going to happen behind their closed doors, and you also do not know what that person who they decide to deal with after you has that this person is able to gain access to. Spirit also wants you to know that while you're working on yourself, do not work on yourself within the framework of feeling that, for instance, if you feel that they go to the next person because that person has money, do not work on your finances because you want somebody to stick around because you feel that if you had better finances, they would have stuck around. Do not work on your beauty, your physical appearance, because you felt that if your physical appearance was better, then it would have kept somebody around. As people been saying, even Beyonce got cheated on. All right. So whatever you do it for you and keep it up for you. All right. I love you. I really do. They said, come over here. What is this? Oh, baby. Yeah, okay. Can we get another one? Can we get another one? Honey. Okay. All right. I'm hearing you can do it. Put your back into it. It is perfectly okay for you to put yourself on this pedestal. It's yours. It is perfectly fine for you to be so rare that no one who comes into your space seems to be someone who you're interested in. That no one is able to meet the calibers that you are able to shoot shots at. However that resonates for you. I feel like that was a very slick mouth comment their spirit gave to us. But it is perfectly fine for you to be different. Do not look at others that are being picked, that are being chosen, that are being selected of as competition. Be you. Do you. Yes, people are constantly they're always gonna have something to say to disregard what you know to be true of yourself, to try to dumb you down. But stay in alignment with you and mind your own business, especially if you don't want them to be your business. Honey, look, leave it alone. It says, let go of the old and make way for the new. Bitch. You may find yourself being distracted by random thoughts, fear, or doubts. Do not allow yourself to be governed by them. Simply observe and choose to take aligned action and choices. Okay? Then you have 44, blessings in disguise. Oh, there might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor if you've been suffering or feeling lost. Some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. Rebels, I love and I adore you, but you need to go sit with yourself and really identify what is it that you want from yourself, not what you want from somebody else, not what it is that would be helpful to you, and not what it is that everybody else has that you're wondering why you don't have that. But really, be with yourself and activate yourself. Understand that you are free and that you have the right to live in a freedom called peace with yourself. So, Rebels, I love and I adore you, but go live your life and make it do what it needs to do for you, babe. Go, Rebels.